Hello? Oh, wake up, it's a brand new day. Got some things I need to say. Feeling heavy, you're not alone. Come take five, you're in the zone. Voices come, hearts that care. Two good friends always there. Let the sunlight in your mind. Peace and hope you're sure to find. I'll take CJ and Jester. Talking truth, didn't pressure. Every Tuesday, 10 to noon, we're holding space just for you. Take a breath, take your time. We're here to be in your mind. Take five, you're not alone. See, they and Esther bring you home. It's okay to not be okay. Let's talk it out, don't drift away. Mental health, it matters most. So come in close and raise a toast to the ones who fight each day. To the silent words they never say. You're strong, you're seen, you're truly heard. You got your back, you got our word. Oh, take stop talking.
We say good morning to our Take Five family, our listeners. We say welcome to another program for today, Tuesday, 5th August. We're in a new month. We say welcome to this program, Take Five. We ask that you join us and you comment, you call and you make your meaningful contributions. And we'll discuss and inform and educate as we go along. To stick and stay and join us in this program. Good morning to you, Jester.
Good morning to you, Ryan, and good morning to the listeners and viewers of Take Five. It's a pleasure to be here for yet another Tuesday.
Right. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend, what I do on the weekend, right?
Did I see you still celebrating emancipation?
Oh, yes. Deeply rooted, deeply rooted when you check what our ancestors or foreparents had to go through with the slave trade. It's one of the worst crime that was ever created against humanity, right? So we all should be very much cognizant of that. So, so if I am still in recognition, you can't blame me. We're making a move for the very first time, recognizing the first. While in the past it used to be the first Monday in August, but I've decided to recognize the day itself, which is August 1st. And for the first time, we have done so. And I don't think it's too bad. Only to me, only should get better. Only should get better. What else? Apart from that, it was kind of quiet for me. Yeah, quiet for me.
So, let us start with our shout out. Good morning to William Broadcast 107.5 FM. Good morning to you. Good morning to CJ. She's checking in from Toronto. Mr. Snag, Nicholas Snag, good morning to you. Good morning to Marilyn Klein, Caitlin Harley Douglas, Coffee in the Morning, Daphne Date and family, the Hill Street family, the Glean family, Olavachi, NP, Lorna Bain in Toronto, Mary in Toronto, Junior, Alban Harris, Duchess, Donna Sandy, Marlon Kenro, Mona, Bandy, Pat Pear, William Pear, SBW, Buddy in the Trap, Kathleen Ledlow, Joycelyn Noel, Antonia Francois, Young Song, the crew under the cashew tree. Good morning. I too. Anne Bushes, Chubby, Mova, Sherry in Maryland, Wendy. We say good morning to our listeners, our dedicated listeners. Good morning to you.
When I realize all that usually happens is that I realize all the people I do short up, so it has been covered with you already. So it's no sense repeating. Actually, no sense in repeating. So we're waiting on another person, that person to pray for us this morning. So it's gonna, is it? Everyone's very much welcome.
Yeah, we must invite the Lord's presence in what we're doing. So we're waiting on our person to pray.
Yeah. Or if not, the Christian on the other side will pray. And then when you do better than like the one that cannot pray. Oh, good. Yeah. That was that.
Okay, so let's just pray.
Right.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for bringing us here this morning. We thank you for life eternally. We thank you for health and strength. We thank you, Father, for just your guidance and your protection. Take charge and complete control as we do this program this morning. We pray, Father, that it will be edifying and that the general public will get something out of it. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. So CJ.
CJ, Jester, say you can pray.
Give an example. Take a page of the lawyer's book.
Anyway, let's take a quick break and we'll go straight into the program for this morning. We have a lot to talk about. It's a very interesting topic. So stay tuned.
Digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473 418.
For more information, contact WeNoise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. WeNoise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD content with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand. TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. WeNoise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD contents with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand. You can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. We Noise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hi, shall I?
Hello, good morning. We're not hearing you. Hello? Let's go back into our shows.
Resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473-418.
For more information, contact Noise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. We Noise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD content with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand. You can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. We Noise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services. With our service, you will get rid of all other subscriptions. For more information, contact We Noise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look further. Smart Buy S.A. Dolphin and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy. Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
And we are back. Wow, this morning is always a bit trying this morning.
So that problem level was sorted out.
Yes, we are. We are on.
So yeah, before we guys think that if you're fit to go already. Okay, so you remember from the last time I told you that somebody had deliberately made some mischief on it,
Mm-hmm.
which was just so that that person that did that, like well, the person who it was sent to, eventually put it up on social media. All right, after being spoken to by the chief judge of the night, and even me myself and I, had spoken to her. We had a very cordial conversation, I must say. And at the end of it all, she admitted that she was misled, which from the very beginning, from the onset, I mean, who thinking proper would have realized she must have been misled. But she said the emotions on the night got the better of her. And, probably that's one of the ways she probably felt that she could have, you know, satisfy herself in such a way, without probably taking the time off to
Really good.
do the groundwork and make sure because that well, first of all let me see so she did go back through the same route and publicly apologize to me, right? And I really do appreciate her for that.
Yes.
Really do applaud her for that. Because and I myself too, I know who Jester is not that type of person who want to just create any hardship on anybody because something like that, I could have just pick it up and just say, hey, let's proceed with that one time. Try to give consideration and that we are all humans and sometimes we do fall short.
Yes.
You can't be too harsh on somebody at time, especially in a first time situation. The only accepted it in good grace and everything like that. And she did very well, I must have, because she that big apology was really, really done well. So no love lost. Looked in myself and Miss Veronica Frederick. And after she said, when she realized it was me, she thought, no, really and truly, like, you really catch yourself. That can't be Jester. No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, the person like that, the most that's a deliberate, um, spiteful, really and truly. There's nothing else to it. You just knowing why, that person could actually. And I think I know who it is, gotta be aware of them. So I would urge that stay in his lane, stay in your lane, so stay in mine. So just not this. And I am, what did you say? I can give a full comments of that, man. How am I guys than you?
Yes. So, one of the things interesting to me, what stood out to me over for last night, I was just scrolling through social media and I saw that some a political party was having a community forum or whatever
Yeah.
they call it in Trinidad. And while speaking, the man fell.
Oh, yeah?
The representative he just fell and was later pronounced dead.
Oh,
And it just goes to show that what is life?
yeah.
It's like, and that's the first time I actually witnessed, somebody, you see the person speaking, you're looking at them speak, you're watching
Yeah.
them, and the crowd roaring and they backing you up, and
Wow.
and it's like just like that, he just fell face down,
Wow.
and that was it.
maybe it could have been a massive heart
Heart
attack.
attack. Yeah, it was a heart attack.
Yeah, I have my deceased mother's first cousin in America died too. She goes by the name of Shirley Batiste. She was a gem of a person, man. You know, it happened in such a quick space of time too. You know, she was home and the husband had just left home not too long ago. You know, and a friend, I think she had a friend had some appointment there. They're supposed to go out somewhere. And then the friend, was calling her, and she couldn't find her. So what the friend did know, she called back. She called her husband to tell him wherever he's going, whatever he's doing, he needed to return and go straight back home because something doesn't seem to be right. And when he get back there, she was somewhat in a kind of collapse kind of way, had to rush her to the hospital, ended up in ICU, and before you know it, that was it.
But
On the other side,
in his position, I wonder if that was the way, or that was the final words he wanted to say.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
It was like, at the moment you're speaking, do not study the blue party. Do not follow the blue party. And then
Yeah.
it's like,
So
all of a sudden, it's like, wow.
yeah, the young man that I grew up with, this is Carly Alfred John. Most people know him as CG as well. He used to say, Jester, once you're living, you're dying.
Yeah, what is right?
Yeah, not forget those words. Once you're living, you're dying. Yeah.
So let us go straight into our topic for today. And our topic is a very, very interesting one. And I think it should be a very interactive one too. What happens when one partner has too much power? What, what happens when one partner has too much power? And let us just take the time to say good morning to Lorna Bean and Mary in Toronto. Welcome to our Take 5 program. We look forward to your comments and we look forward to you sticking and staying with us. So, when one partner has too much power, what happens?
The thing about it from the onset, we're not talking about power, but you're talking about what comes alongside it and beneath it, right? Underneath. You're talking about influence. Everyone has power, whatever form of power, but that's financial power. You're talking about influence.
We're talking about authority. We're talking about
authority, influence, control. All these are certain terms that goes alongside this word power. And that therein lies the danger. So when one person have too much power in whatever field, whether it's in just merely in a relationship, whether it's in an organization, it really doesn't matter. That could be the sort of unfair or the imbalance, I should say, right? That swings in that person's favor, the one who has the power, because once you have the power, you see, you have control, you have influence.
That's right.
So that, in a nutshell, is what really is, if you ask me.
Right. Feeling powerless drives self-silencing, over-apologizing, and worse.
I think I'm not going to read this again.
Feeling powerless drives self-silencing, over-apologizing, and worse.
over apologizing and was.
Mhm.
But I also believe in some instances it can create rebellion as well.
That's worse.
No, I think you're right, Andreas. I fall under what you know, scenarios.
Mm. So, in terms of a romantic relationship, it shouldn't be a power struggle. And while it may not be realistic to feel perfectly equal all the time, people in healthy relationships at least strive for this goal. Rather than trying to maximize their own power at their partner's expense, they want one another to feel empowered to make decisions. Not all relationships follow this pattern, though. Sometimes the balance of power is heavily lopsided, with one person's needs and goals taking priority. And that is so true. And most of the time, that is when there is self, and it's me and I, and not we and us. That is when that normally happens. The powerful partner may benefit from this dynamic, but a powerless partner is more likely to suffer. Research has identified a range of negative experiences associated with being in a lower power role, 5 of which are described here. If you relate to these, it could be a sign that there is an imbalance in your relationship worth examining. So let us pay close attention to see where you are in your relationship.
Well, good times, right? How sometimes how, how do you see this coming? So we never have the thought that that partner will turn out to be such a person. Really, sometimes I really don't see that. So what of a situation? Yeah. That teacher, female teacher, right? She was once involved with a guy that was dealing with agriculture. And as a matter of fact, from by him doing his farming, he was able to support it in furthering her studies to attain her degree, her master's degree. And then, after that,
As she get a degree, she changed.
all along the line,
She was humble.
all along the line, things were going so nice with them, right? And imagine the man struggled with we call it sacrifices, realizing is his lady, push out, she has that ambition, and why not? That is education. We don't want to make somebody go to the greatest lengths with education once they want to attain.
Mm-hmm.
Did all that. But guess what? After she would have achieved that, it was like she started looking down on him, so that she was in a different bracket. These are the kind of mindset that stepped in after, and eventually the relationship ended.
Yeah.
And this is just
Then also very, very true thing what you're saying, because I know of a family member that went through the same thing. He and this girl were in a relationship for years, right? They built their house together and everything. And she went into nursing. Imagine it. He was working as a bagger. What is it? It's a bagger in a supermarket. Like, compared to well, yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Right.
Just bags up things.
Right.
Put on shelves.
Yes, and pour your bag like a shopping bag on the shelf.
Okay.
For years. That was the person's occupation, the guy's occupation.
Yeah.
Right? Sacrificing for you to go into nursing. And after that, you just everything just gone down the drain.
So after you mentioned the
Yes.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
So, and after that, that was it?
Yeah, and they had a child together.
Jeez.
And that was it.
And,
And
the thing is, let's not going to get us wrong here. It happens on both sides. It's just the two examples you used, but it happens on both sides.
we have a caller. Let's see that. Good morning. Good morning, caller. Hearing. Hello. I'm not hearing you, so we'll have to take a quick commercial break and we'll get right back at something wrong.
Sometimes what amazes me with this whole thing, it's you do your last program,
And it was
ready to go, and you come back.
and the thing is connected, it's showing connected.
At 929-445-4463. Or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. We Noise TV, the leading streaming provider.
Services,
Anytime,
we offer digitally calibrated machines, surfacing engine heads, general machinery, shop, and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask, and it will be done. Call us at 473-418.
For more information, contact We
1845.
Noise TV at
Sugar's Repair
929-445-4463. Or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. We Noise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD content with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand. You can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. We Noise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services. With our service, you will get rid of all other subscriptions. For more information, contact WeNoise TV at 929-445-4463. Or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SA Belfon and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy.
Five. Your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
So, yeah, I thought she's still there.
What's still here? It's not connecting. It's not connecting.
On the phone, go to head network or whatever, connect again and see.
So, yeah, that's like,
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you on your phone, I guess, but yes, you're live.
sure. Oh,
We offer digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery, a pattern, and we'll make it with precision machines. Sugar's repair services. We offer digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern, and we'll make it with precision machines.
It's just connecting.
Sugar's repair services will satisfy your needs. Just ask, and it will be done. Call us at 473 418.
For more information, contact We Noise TV at 929-445-4463. Or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. We Noise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD contents with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand you can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. We Noise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services. With our service, you will get rid of all other subscriptions. For more information, contact We Noise TV at 929-445-4463. Or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SA Dolphin and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping smart, smart buy.
Connected to the mixer.
Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester.
So, where are you hearing me?
I put the phone on speaker. Okay. Okay. Coming right through the headphone. I'm hearing you through the thing, you know. Okay. You're coming through live. I don't know what's going on, but you're coming through live.
Put on my phone. I mean,
Can you hear me on? Can you hear me?
I mean, you're not your phone.
Okay. I'm gonna hang up. Go back onto your program and let me try calling and see if it's gonna come through. Okay. Right.
You're going back and stuff.
So we're sorry about that. We're having a little technical difficulty. Please bear with us. Um, on the calling end, we're having a little technical difficulty. So as we were saying, if you research has identified a range of negative experiences associated with being in a lower power role, 5 of which are described here. If you relate to these, it could be a sign that there is an imbalance in your relationship worth examining. 1, you don't feel like you can be yourself with them. So if you don't feel like yourself with your partner, then it is worth examining. Powerful people may feel more free to express themselves, whereas those who lack power may feel pressure to tailor their behavior to the needs of others. You have a call? Let's take that call. Hello, good morning. Hear me now. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so what your program is very interesting, and I know you have some technical difficulties just when I think that you got through with it. But you spoke just now, you're not hearing me, are you? Yeah, I'm hearing you. Okay. So you spoke just now, I think you said that the girl went to nursing school or something. I don't remember. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think I was a bagger in one of the grocery stores and I've been bagging for all the years that she's been doing her studies. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now, we have to remember that not everybody that goes into a relationship goes for long term. Right. A lot of people go into relationship because of what they could get from that person, the support that they can get, and the person is there working their butt off to help them out or to make life together with them. And when they get there, they forget who that person is and what that person did, and then they look down at them as though they are not good enough to be in the same category as them because they made it into another position. So people have to remember that relationship is something that a lot of us invest in it, but the investment does not always pay off. So we have to go in it and it's sad for me to say, but we have to go with it with our mind in a situation where it may not work out. People may say, well, you're going into it with a negative thing, but when you see what is going on in relationships, and we have experiences of people that talked about what they did when they went in relationship and how it ended up, you cannot blame us for going in with something in the back of your head saying, let me get myself together because if it doesn't work out or it doesn't work out, I'll be A-okay. Right. And it happens on both sides, men as well as women. Jester talked about somebody that they were going through that thing also, and when they made it, it is a sad thing. But you know, like we said, karma is a beautiful individual and create havoc.
All of us go through our karma. And then people see us and we're going through tough times in our life and they're saying, well, oh, I don't know why I'm going through this. And then think back at what you did to the person that was there for you, supporting you, giving it their all. And you just look down at them as though they were nothing in your life. This is my first comment.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mary, we're asking you to call back. We missed your call. Your contribution is valid. Please call us back.
So, a lot of instances, he's more or less being very ungrateful, you know.
That's why you look at it as ungrateful. Listen, this what Claire was saying is that to that person, they're not ungrateful, you know. Is they had a mission, so the mission was accomplished, so they could move on.
But
although that's not a nice thing.
What can I say? Yes, it may happen. So, yeah, in some instances it might happen like that. But in other instances, I don't believe that was the intention from the onset. Sometimes they started off that relationship pretty young, pretty young.
Right.
Never had that kind of thought. I mean, say like if it's full adults and you probably look to target somebody and could see it. So it's in that case. But there are some instances where relationship would have started as far back as school. And I've heard of situation whereby men would have supported the ladies even before they had finished school. So they were taking care of them while they were going to school.
There's an agreement.
Finish school and then continue to go up the ladder. Professor, that person is no longer good enough for them, and they just done that.
So let's look at it in another light. What if through all that time you started making the person doing supporting, like financial support, right? The person started making additional demands, extra demands, things that like I'm the one that's supporting you. So I needed to do this and I needed to do that. So now we're looking at it in a way that the person ungrateful. Or what if the person that was providing the whole demeanor and the whole everything changed because they have power. The feeling is like I'm the one that's supplying, I'm providing, So, they start making demands, extra demands. Talking down on you, looking down on you, right? We have to look at it in that light too.
Well, sad to see.
So sometimes we look at the end result, but we don't know what really caused that person. Some people might look at it and say, we have another call. Let's take that call. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Ryan, Jester. How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
Yes, good morning.
How did you hear you?
You have to hear us?
Okay, again.
Very on your own right there, that's for sure.
I just wanted to
Yeah, that's connection.
this one. And I like what CJ said, but in this world, there is so many con artists on both sides, right? And one thing we must always remember, no one wants to be hurt. You think that you is doing good for somebody, and you is looking forward for something good in return. And perhaps they hit you just like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for instance, you talk about the farmer and the teacher, right?
Right.
And if you look at it right there, I see three things: heartache, headache, and pain. And No one in this life want this. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you as a farmer, I always think you should choose your partner carefully. What do you think about the market vendor with the farmer? Maybe it will work out, maybe it will not. But if it don't work out, then you will understand because are you on the same page, right? You produce and she goes to the market and sell. But you don't expect a teacher to go to the market and be a vendor at the end of the week. You know? That's my take for this morning. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
Thanks. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Very interesting, but
And what's that?
the thing is, right? Sometimes we don't know what the outcome will be. And sometimes that's where this word they have for relationship, which sometimes really, really just baffles me at time when I still see what unfolds after decades of involvement in a relationship, be it is just common or married. They use that word compatibility. So they find that will happen now in some instances. So when that to be the case with the farmer and the teacher, which they cannot just agree to. So they might find that teacher now head of go off to university. What happens? She get involved with somebody there. And that's where this word compatibility sometimes it amuses me, this word compatibility. Yes. What's your thought? What's it? But they might come together. I've seen it happen sometimes after 40 years of marriage, it's still disintegrated.
But just let us if we go to look like way back, right? With our grandparents and so. You know, some of them went into relationship where they had no feelings or love for that particular person, right? And some people just feeling like after 40 years, after 40 something years, right? After they make it, right? You that person might decide, they want somebody else, right? We have to look at all along. There wasn't really true love or in that kind of relationship.
I have to agree. When the true love wasn't really there.
So
Passion love.
right. So a lot of people, especially back then, they used to compromise.
Yeah.
They compromise because that family they had. So and then you come in a poor family. In order for your family to really make it, you just had to go into that kind of relationship back then.
So, in other words, you have some relationship that started
Benefits.
off based on convenience.
Right, relationship with benefits.
Yeah. Not really true love
I forget the term for it. Let us call it.
when it comes to
What?
But we all know what we're talking about in that case
Yeah, relationship of convenience.
of convenience. Yeah, that does happen too.
Right. So they're saying here that when you don't feel like you can be yourself with your partner, right? How often people feel more free to express themselves, whereas those who lack power may feel pressure to tailor their behavior to the needs of others. And one study found that romantic partners with less power agree with statements like, even if I voice them, my views have little sway, were more likely to hide negative thoughts and feelings during daily interactions with their partners, whereas their partners were likely to feel restraint. So, in what I'm saying here is that, say for instance, a female might say, you know what? No matter what input I give, my voice won't be heard. That the man make up his mind and make a decision. So even if I say, well, that won't work or whatever, that is his decision.
Yeah, well,
Right?
in the past, right, I believe more respect was given to men being the head of the home in almost every sense you can think about it. And when we say man being the head of the home, it doesn't mean that the woman in the relationship has to be like
Like so.
like a dog on a leash. No, that is not good.
But then a lot of people taking it to mean that.
No,
A lot take it to mean that.
no, it shouldn't be not by any means at all. All right? It's just that man, is the one that um, should take charge of the home in a number of regards, especially if you start with security, because a man is there to protect his home, his family, all those sort of things. So, and a number of reasons why man is being seen as the head of the home. Excuse me. So, it's important in this day and age not to mistake that being a man being the head of the home doesn't mean it is a situation to take advantage on women in any way. There should be mutual respect for each other. I firmly believe that, you know. Sure. But things have changed from over the years, and if you realize, I must say the women of long ago, they used to be much more tolerable. They believe when they take the vow, no matter what, is till death do us part. Nowadays, no, the women nowadays, nah, they're not willing to date. So just that. And we do, you know. So quite a number of behavioral patterns would have changed from over the decades. That's just the harsh reality. Yeah. Especially where trend has been broken that a woman's place is in the home. Since after that again, so the liberalization of women, you have women power now, and women's already stepping up to the plate. So
Yeah. Let us go on to the next point.
back to the caller. Do you agree that in such an instance the based on the scenario that was put forward, right? Do you feel after he like went a place to see himself with a teacher, that really should not have been his company. He should look for somebody like a woman in agriculture or a vendor selling vegetables in the market. Why do you feel about get a position in that really?
That's no boundary. That's your take on it. Because you don't know who you'll fall in love with.
Okay.
So that's
So you don't think that is a reason for um
no.
the woman should separate herself because she feel that she's in that sort of white collar
Right.
position.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
So you're somewhat looking down now on these sort of jobs like agriculture and them kind of thing. Yeah.
And no, I don't think it shouldn't be like that.
It should. It really should. It really should. Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. So, based on studies, on research, basically another study found that just even thinking about a time when someone else had control or influence over them made people feel that it was harder to be themselves and share their true feeling. So when somebody think they have control over you, it is harder for the next person to really express themselves and how they really feel.
Yeah, sometimes we're frightened. Yeah, some people in a relationship they are frightened,
True. True.
That happens on both sides, not just in the situation the woman might freak the man, it does happen the other way around too,
True. For the
Well, like the more I agree, but that doesn't mean to say
it doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen. It does,
Hmm. So when you're always the one apologizing, how may reduce people's motivation to apologize for their transgressions. In a series of studies, high empowered people were more likely to make non apologies. For example, downplaying the offense, making excuses, and blaming the other person. We have a call. Let's take that call. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Hi, Jester. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Excuse me.
Great.
Yeah,
Great. I know since then. And I said your name. Sorry.
She's wrong.
It's
Roya.
Maria.
Yes.
Morning, Raya. How are you?
I'm fine.
Right, right. The interesting topic, a dominant partner in a relationship.
Yes.
Is that what we're discussing, right?
Yes.
Just want to be clear. That always is going to happen. If there's one person in a relationship who's going to take the lead role, somebody has to take the lead role, whether it be the female or the male, or all the other connotations we have in today's society. It's going to be one person that's going to dominate the relationship, right? But it's when that domination gets to a controlling part, that's where it is now becoming an issue as far as I can see, right? But for me, as an individual, I prefer to have a mate that is independent thinking. However, um, we will collaborate when it needed to in order to get the best for us as a family, if you understand what I'm saying. So in that role, I respect them if they got to make a decision outside of me. They would consider the family when that decision is being made, if you understand what I'm saying. So the difference, the scenarios where you gave where the gentleman was supported his partner, then when she accumulated her degree and started progressing, she ended the relationship. Now, that will happen from time to time, right? But I've seen relationships where individuals, the disparity in income, the disparity in education, and everything else is so vast. However, that relationship worked because it was built on uh, mutual respect for each other. It was also built on uh, acknowledging the role the other person played in the relationship. Yeah. So if that is not there, it's going to be some point where the communication can't happen on the level that you're looking for. The level of income now becomes a problem because one wants to spend more and the other wants to be conservative and say, well, why are you spending my money? All these different things start to come in. But I think what needs to happen in all our relationships, we have to set boundaries early in a relationship. So therefore, everybody knows what is expected. Yeah. It's not like, you've gone 5, 6, 10 years and then all of a sudden you want to change the rules of the game. Yeah. So if it early in my relationship, I was saying, this is what I expect, this is what I cannot deal with, this is what I would tolerate to a certain level, and then we will have to have a discussion on what's going on. So at the end of the day, everybody knows where they stand ahead of time. So if you like to go and fit every weekend, I did well. No, once in a while I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to continue to do that every weekend and then you start to put a strain on the relationship. So if I choose to continue with this relationship because you like to go every weekend, I cannot come and tell you no, you can't go every weekend. Yeah, because I met you doing that. You like doing that. Why would I expect you to just all of a sudden change it? For a period of time, you may say, okay, you know what, this all every weekend is not making sense. You gotta start making adjustment. If not, before you get down that road, 5 years, 10 years invested, you need to check yourself before you get that far down the road. Yeah. So for me, I see it can work. However, boundaries need to be set upfront. That if you see things that are red flags early in your relationship, then you need to stop and check yourself and find out, hey, is this going to work for me long term? If it's not going to work for me long term, you need to say, okay, time for me to move on, time for you to go your way, that we could. Otherwise, we're just working towards a disaster. It's a rolling train wreck waiting for it to happen. State a contribution to your program, but this is my own personal thoughts and feeling on the subject matter.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you so much. Very, very worthwhile contribution.
Yes,
Great. Some other comments coming in.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very interesting. From the call, as per usual, always make some very worthwhile contribution. And if you realize, as he alluded to, in family structure, right? Some one partner may have the strength,
Yeah.
right? Another may tend to have the weakness along that line. So wherever partner strength lies, I believe they should take charge, along those lines. So for example, you found in a relationship that the man goes on, he works on weekend or fortnight, he gets his pay, and okay, the woman strength is on dealing with finances,
Right.
right? She knows how to manage the finances of the home and what to put for saving. And I think there are some men, not all, because there are some men that they feel work hard during the week. Then once they have some of money allocated to them, they can have a drink and marry themselves. And they prefer to do less. Let the woman manage it because she does a damn good job. And so she manages to take care of the bills, food for the home, and still she can put something away in bank. That man then doesn't have to worry himself or hurt his head really and truly. If he allowed all this money, because he's a big discipline when he's drinking is concerned, so not even just, erode much more than what he has to. There are things like that, and nothing is wrong with that. And does not make us a man. Things it's more or less putting you as a family, the financial relationship.
Yeah.
Okay?
But then you see communication plays a big part in relationship because it's sometimes the man is not even aware of his spending habits. Right? And then society again plays a bigger role in terms of a man's ego. It's like you sit them on the block with the boys and it's like they tend to give one another talk so much that you work hard for everyone in the whole week and they just like all the money for the woman. And the man has to give how much to spend and what and what and what. So it's like
see, once that woman have good financial discipline, because there are some that do not have
right.
financial discipline. So whereas a situation in a relationship where the man is doing the hustling, working, and if you live it up to the woman, the woman have that habit of gambling,
Right.
going into the good machines, and no, that could be like a serious problem. But if it's not woman of that sort. You know, she's very cognizant of how she managed things like trust me.
So they're saying here, in a series of study, higher power people were more likely to make non-apologies. They don't like to apologize at all. For example, downplaying the offense. They're always making excuses and blaming the other person. Those in low power positions were more likely to make genuine apologies involving taking responsibility, expressing remorse, and making amends, perhaps even when they were not the ones at fault. Consistent with this pattern, research suggests that power may in some cases make people less likely to feel compassion for others' sufferings. When you're in a relationship where they can tease you, but you can't tease them, is a red flag. A third red flag is asymmetrical teasing. Teasing can be playful and harmless, but it can also be used to humiliate or belittle. Studies have found that people with higher power tend to tease others more frequently and in more direct and hostile ways. Sarcasm.
Yeah.
They like to use a lot of sarcastic words.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. True in talk.
Yeah.
Right? And as soon as you say something and you hit the nail on the head, all hell breaks loose. Those with lower power, by contrast, are more likely to tease in the first place. And when they do, it's more likely to be delivered in a kind and polite way, presumably because they fear a negative reaction in the higher power person. When your partner treats you like an object, that's a big one. And research suggests that powerful people are more likely to objectify others, evaluating them in terms of their usefulness. That is how they serve the powerful person's interests and giving less consideration to the other person's humanity. They treat them like an object. They don't care how they feel. They say, they just tell you anything. They don't care if you're hot, if you're upset, if there's people around.
Verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse.
What? And they tell you things, and it's like they tell you things as though you have emotion, like you're like an ornament. You're just there, right? One set of experiments found that this objectification can be literal when heterosexual participants were in positions of power. They were more likely to perceive images of the opposite sex. People using cognitive processes similar to those when perceiving physical objects, as if they were viewing a collection of parts rather than a person. And other research has found that the dehumanizing effect of associating people with objects can increase the risk of sexual exploitation.
I see where this has led to.
Right? So, this one is a big one.
But
in terms of
that's right. I don't believe that people should allow themselves to be used as object. You gotta stand up. Be it man, be it woman. Yeah. You can't allow yourself to be tossed around like that in such a way. No. Yeah. You're not a football. You know what I mean?
You know, that brings us to this type of relationship where they have submissive relationships where they have a dominant the male is the dominant and the female is submissive, where you sign a contract and you have to follow rules and regulation guidelines and so forth on how the relationship should work.
Yeah. But
We have a call. Let us take that call. Good morning.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
A subject that is really broad. I was reading something in an article the other day, and I was surprised to hear what it said. I don't know what finger strength. Now they're saying that younger men are going for older women in relationship these days. And the reason for it is that when they go with the younger people in that they feel about they want their hair done, they want their nails done, they want a new outfit, they want money. The minute they start talking to that person, they're starting to ask them for money. Now they're going for the older women because they say the older women have experience. They're not afraid to say what it is that you're in mind. They can guide you in ways of finances, your resources, things that you want to do in your life. They have you grounded. So I smile when I said it. I'm like, a lot of people will say, oh, they're going for older women because the older women have money and so. But most of the men that are doing that, they are okay themselves. They do have a good job, but they're tired of the rat race, as they say, with the younger women that always come at them because they need something that they're looking for women that are solid. As I think Mr. Snug made the comment that says that he wants somebody that is the independent thinker, somebody that could do things on their own and think about the family. So when the younger men are going to the older women these days, young women have to take note because something is wrong with that picture because they are tired of going with women that want everything that is materialistic and not anything that is going to make them be solid in the end in a relationship where if things go south or if something wrong with them, they would be able to sustain themselves instead of having to always give and give and give, and at the end of the day, they have nothing to show for the relationship that they had.
So true. Thank you so much for your contribution.
I know what my contribution with regards to the topic.
So let us talk about sexual exploitation. We look at treating your partner as an object in a relationship.
But as I stated, nobody should not allow themselves to be treated like an object. You know, no one.
Yeah.
And the question is, most of the time I believe these things end up happening, I did not start it off like that, you know. Because if that's what started off, in most cases, the relationship would have ended very early. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying here, and the fifth point is you don't feel good when you are around them. And power creates what researchers have called a reward-rich environment. One where people feel free to pursue their goals and feel confident that good things will come for them. Low power can instead create a threat-rich environment where people have to stay vigilant to avoid negative outcomes or punishment and feel limited in what they can comfortably do or say. Put simply, having power tends to feel good, while lacking power does not. In one study, when dating couples discuss topics related to their relationship, partners with less power feel more negative emotions, including shame, embarrassment, and discomfort, whereas the high power partners had more positive emotions such as pride, happiness, and amusement. The question is there a way out? Let us take a quick commercial break and we'll try to respond to this question when we get back.
Resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473 418.
For more information, contact WeNoise TV at 929-445-4463. Or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. WeNoise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD content with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand. You can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. WeNoise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services. With our service, you will get rid of all other subscriptions. For more information, contact WeNoise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SE Dolphin and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy. Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
And we are back. So let us look at some comments here. Some relationships start like this from the beginning. Okay, Jester, some relationships start like this from the beginning. Some
Some start from the very beginning.
not get to the comments properly. This one properly. Wasn't finished type yet.
But what I'm saying, right? Why would you go into a relationship, start a relationship, right? And realizing these writings are on the web, okay? And you're still
Some people
when you ask for what you get,
where you get it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because that is what courting or dating or whatever is supposed to, that's what's supposed to come out, able to figure out certain things of a person, of good persons, right? You're able to determine certain thing of your partner.
Yeah, so the person is saying some relationship starts like this from the beginning. Some of us just do enough. Some of us just do pay enough attention because we are in love.
Okay.
By the time we figure it out, we are already objects in their eyes.
Yeah, I still feel is that we're left up to the individual to study and accept it. Because at the end of the day, who used to be blamed when you talk about that? You know? So if you're seeing it from the very beginning, you see why you should be staying in it.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
But certainly, if you're going in the relationship for benefits, relationship with benefits, why would you want to get out? And you know you're benefiting somehow. If it's someone, listen, you someone you want to leave the relationship, but because of your circumstance and your situation, you stay in it because you don't benefit from what you really go to the relationship for as yet. So you just stick it out.
Well, the thing about it, really and truly, that a relationship wasn't supposed to be on this so-called benefit. It was supposed to be purely on love. So even though you go to church, you go for just particular benefits. Maybe you have to enjoy these things.
Yes, so we're back to the question. And we're asking you to call us to call in, or the number to call 404-1189, call in to make your contribution. The topic is what happens when one partner has too much power. So the question is there a way out? What do you think?
When somebody has too much power, sometimes
From being in a relationship where one person has too much power.
okay, yeah,
Is there a way out?
The way out might be very painful.
So you
I won't say there are no ways out. There are ways out. And remember, as I said, sometimes it did not start it off like that. It started off really nice and, build together, invest together, and there comes at a certain time that sort of money starts a couple of months that's happening, this super power and you have so much power now that you fully have all the right to make all the decisions and that's even if it's you see we're not breaking them down. You have any time to see that you're not breaking them but everybody else is the same for you we're not breaking it. We still want to stand with it. After I take that call, we get back.
We have a call. Let's see that. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Roya. Good morning, Jester. How everybody doing today?
Good, good. We're good.
That's the most powerful unfortunately come across this.
So another good topic. And this topic remind me of a saying where it says you have to dim your light so the person feel comfortable. So what does it mean? It means that you have to suppress your own talents, your passions, or your personality just to make, in this case, your partner feel more comfortable or to avoid standing out. Now, it doesn't mean that you want to be like showing off yourself. In this instance, it means that you have to downplay yourself because that person cannot cope with your accomplishments. And in this case, it's not right because it will have a negative impact on the person that is dimming their light. It will affect their self-esteem, right? So while other person is being comfortable and standing out, you have to try to make yourself look negative because you do not want to stand out. They would think that you are outshining them. But in this case, you are just showing your own talents and your own personality. So in this case, it will not enhance the relationship because you cannot be your true self. And it will also hinder your growth because you always have to downplay yourself. And in the end, it will have an emotional effect on you because it will lead to anxiety, stress, and even emotional withdrawal because you will not be true to that person. You will not want to express exactly how you feel because you know it's going to have a negative effect on you. So the best way is that you have to recognize each other personal strength in the relationship and let that strength work to enhance the relationship instead of having to downplay one person while the other person stand out. So we do not want to dim our lights at the expense of other persons. We want them to appreciate us, but at the same time, we do not want to outshine that person all the time. So it's just a balance in the relationship where each person appreciates each other's strengths and weaknesses. So have a good day and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
Bye.
Very much well consideration. And I like the way she put it, dimming your lights.
Yeah.
You know when I'm traveling in the night, I usually dim my when a vehicle is approaching, I dim. But if I realize deep and they did not, I just turn back on, man.
Yeah, and what she's saying is so true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just just drop down your level.
Yeah. But then it's again whenever you do that, like, just to try and what instance is just try to accommodate to you would begin to avoid conflicts and confusion and the quietness.
Yeah.
But then how long will you be able to do that? Because as you said, you're not portrayed as a natural self,
Yeah.
You're operating on reserve. You're not moving freely. And you're thinking, if I do that, I wonder what some harsh reaction may come across. And
It's emotionally drained.
Yes. For real. And that's where the mental strain comes in.
Right. According to our friend CJ, if you find a moving too slow, move on with me. Move on with me. If you find a moving too slow. It's CJ, you're calling forward.
No, I love that first package you went to. That's what I'm about to answer.
See, the love say, you better move me too slow. Speed up with me. Come on with me.
But she has some quick responses, something like one.
Yeah, so level up. So, the answer to the question, How is there a way out? So power imbalances can.
Yes, I was, I was making a point regarding that before we got the car. When I was telling you, well, it's could be a job, but at the end of it, it might be very painful because, as I stated before, you would have started off so well, invested together, reach at a certain level, um, have children, and then boom, all of a sudden things go haywire, and have to separate or divorce, and that's where the real pain comes in. Most of the times, the man tend to be the bigger loser under that condition when you have to go through divorce and all of that kind of thing. You know, most of the time the woman and the children tend to benefit much more. So it doesn't work well in the interest of the man at all. It will work for just his peace of mind based on what he probably might have been going through, but in terms of the the assets they would have accumulated. Trust me, it really does not work out good for the man at the end of it all, I'm telling you. So that's why some men sometimes they grind and stay not comfortable, but because they know what loss they will endure.
See the first.
So just that. So, no, do you first try to different what is inflexible. So the sharing of the assets and the expression of or divorce come down, you will not feel that there's the woman and you will benefit too much more. Though we can't speak up. That's just
Let's do
for sure.
for a man to make sure that his children is provided for in the relationship. That is why the Lord favors the children and the women.
In some instances, I want to check how the accumulation of wealth comes in. Sometimes a man contribute, let's say, in maybe 75%, 80%. Just as in the end of it all, it is not worth to split it up. It doesn't come back to the bank.
You see, you're looking at financial contribution. That's what you're looking at. What about the emotional and it's like the woman home, the woman doing all the house chores and all this thing, and then you can put a value to that. Eh? You're not putting a value to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that.
Right. But it's not what it is. You're looking at, how the woman benefit, but you're saying that most times the man put out did all the contribution towards what accumulating whatever they right? So what about the woman putting in assets that are not materialistic? What about those?
Yeah, what I'm saying, how it's been distributed after the divorce or so, right? I don't think it's in a balanced way. Not what's coming out of I understand that, right? Remember, if a man is rich, let's say 65, 70, all you after the huge imbalance in the distribution of assets, I'm just asking him to step over at that stage. Come on, take consideration. Intentions, man.
Just to reach that kind of age and you want to think to end the relationship and start over, then you're making sense. That man had no. I don't know. I got so many things.
But you have to tell him and sometimes things just not working for the and maybe before someone may have to take the life of another. The breath goes slow. And just
something and that's like
so it happens, man.
So power imbalances can create a vicious cycle where the negative consequences of the imbalance only serve to reinforce it. The more self-conscious and inhibited the lower the lower power person feels, the harder it may. Let me take that over. Power imbalances can create a vicious cycle where the negative consequences of the imbalance only serve to reinforce it. The more self-conscious and inhibited the lower power person feels, the harder it may be to stand up for themselves. And more easily, the powerful person is able to get their way in the future. Sometimes an imbalance can be rectified, especially if your partner is open to working on it. So you see here, there's the choice. So it's up to you if you want to work on it, if you want to fix it.
Of course, I wouldn't dispute that in any way.
Right? But other times, ending the relationship may be the best course of action. This is
But you also want that.
This is especially true if there are signs of abuse. Research has found that a power imbalance is a risk factor for the development of intimate partner violence, making it important to identify and address this dynamic early on. Even if a power imbalance relationship does not involve abuse, it may still cause harm. Getting support from loved ones and mental health professionals can be helpful for regaining a sense of power and re-evaluating the relationship. For example, if your focus has been on what your partner wants and whether you're doing a good enough job giving it to them, try turning the tables and ask yourself what you want in a partner and a relationship. Does your partner have the qualities that you value? Do you feel happy and fulfilled spending time with them? And though these may seem like obvious questions, but when all your energy is going towards trying to please another person, you may forget to ask them, while it's laudable to value your partner's happiness, you deserve someone who will do the same for you. Let us take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Services, we offer digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473-418.
For more information, contact We Noise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. We Noise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD contents with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand you can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. We Noise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services. With our service, you will get rid of all other subscriptions. For more information, contact We Noise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SA Belfon and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy. Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
And we are back. So, conflict, power struggles, arguments, they are relational challenges and opportunities for closeness and understanding in a romantic relationship. Here is a catch. We need to know how to resolve our differences and deal with a power struggle in a relationship. Sometimes a new perspective helps us shift when we are stuck, or instead of running faster and faster on that proverbial hamster wheel without getting anywhere, we move forward. It's true. Conflict is inevitable because we're all different. However, we do have the power to resolve conflict and power struggle that lead to greater understanding and closeness. So let us examine the underlying causes. The cause of power struggle in relationships. Many people will tell you that there are a ton of reasons why people play tug of war in a relationship. Here are some of the most common ones you will hear for power struggles in relationships. The differences in personalities, childhood conditioning factors, conflicting values, unresolved past issues, need for control or fear of loss of control, and varying communication styles. However, most power struggles in relationships are preventable, especially when we apply emotional intelligence in our relationships. I'm not talking about being compliant or a people pleaser to keep the peace, just that we spoke about that earlier.
Yeah.
Nor am I suggesting what most people think is unavoidable compromise. No. Power struggles are created by one or both partners in a relationship feeling a lack of power, which often stems not from feeling heard. The bigger the risk or decision, the more the tug. Every problem in a relationship can be solved with truly listening and feeling heard. This one unmet need of feeling unheard is the culprit of 80% of all marital issues and fights in relationships. Many people, especially in love and marriage, just don't know how to genuinely listen. Most people, especially in love and marriage, just don't know how to genuinely listen.
Can't believe that.
So, we speak but we don't listen. We like to talk. Most of us like to talk, and we don't listen to the other person.
Yeah. That's true in some instances. Yeah.
80%, just there's a lot. The majority
I agree.
listening, unmet needs. You're fulfilling your needs, and your partner is left hanging.
And at times it's so difficult to give in because that person feel you should go this way, the other feel you should go that way, and then but whichever way turn out, the one who says the item that you know to listen. Oh gosh. Yeah. But I believe if lot of time making decisions should take some rational thinking, you know. Yeah. Try to analyze first, not just get up and just, say, just do something. You know. Carefully analyze the situation first. Be logical and rational in thinking before. Yeah.
So as a couple, it's critical to choose love over being right or getting your way. And when a couple's needs compete for attention, you have a very power struggle every time. You get a power struggle every time. So let us look at recognizing the signs of discontent and conflict. The signs of discontent and conflict.
And most of the time, the discontent comes along with conflicts. It's somewhat hinged on each other.
They do. So picture this. It's date night, and you're deciding where to eat. You suggest Italian. Your partner counters with sushi. Suddenly, choosing dinner feels like negotiating a peace treaty. When making such a simple decision becomes tense, there are likely other rumblings underneath. This seemingly simple scenario can be an indicator light that other needs are competing. So, in essence, what he's saying here is like you're just choosing to argue over simple things because you have other needs that are not met. So you have other issues, you have underlying issues. So you use such occasions, to bring across exactly. Yes, yeah. So you're negotiating. You go out to have dinner and you want to argue over where you should eat, what you should put on, who should drive. When you have an issue in-house before going out on that night. So you choose to address the issue by, bringing up such little issues.
Trivial matters.
So power struggles often masquerade as everyday disagreements. They can show up as arguments over household chores and yard work, disagreements about finances, spending, and different values around money, debates over different parenting styles. Who should hit the child and who shouldn't hit the child, and who should do this and what and what. Dissatisfaction and struggle about personal time and space. No one quarreling about you not spending enough time home. You're always about the road. Dissatisfaction about personal time and space. Disputes about in-laws, holidays, and boundaries with family. But don't worry. These skirmish aren't a sign of a doomed relationship or that you're mismatched. They're opportunities for healing and growth, understanding, and a deeper connection. What say you? So let us look at the arguments over household chores and yard work.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, simple, simple issues.
a lot of the times, some of these trivialized matters is what grow out of proposals and create big division within a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, so,
You know, sometimes as men, sometimes men say, it's like, weekend coming up, I'll call yeah. Weekend come and he go out by the road with them boys and drinking and what and what. When he do that cause a issue within
yeah.
he and his partner. Because it's like you're not a woman might say, it's like let me focus on home. Let us focus on what's happening in the house. Let us, have the place clean. And he seems it as though it's like shooting nagging. Eh? The other day nobody back. And that's comments. And that's comments men would make it.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's so fun to come here today, all right? And sometimes you have to wear black, but not with the intention of staying. But you never know. Sometimes a piece of conversation come up on the block and yeah, the conversation interesting. Maybe one or two people more come around and then probably been offered a drink is that you start with one drink, you might even end up with about 10. And then eventually, you probably once realize, that mood you have lost, you don't want to fight up with that again now, do that the next day. Sometimes every woman could understand that and just leave it. But what you find out, just, and they will just continue to knock the man. And these things looks as if want to cause things to go away. Why? Yeah, right? That situation is bad. Just make just did you have members of the committee and the day after and the other day in there?
Okay, so then it happened in the first instance, right? The woman will then cry and she gets up. Because at the end of the day, you must know your partner. You must have some knowledge about to a level about your partner, right? You know your partner is a particular person. Why would you not do what you said you would do just to get it for the partner to get upset and to quarrel? Just do it and get it done.
What do I have in common? I mean, sure, somebody is so perfect.
No relationship is perfect.
You must change.
Yes, no relationship. Right. Then communicate it and say, well, you know what? I know a plan. I say, you know what? I'll go there or whatever. But I'm not in the mood right now.
So, I mean, because he go out on the block, they have a call up on the phone.
No, just I would say,
What do you mean? See what happens. For a short one, too much time. But this one, you didn't please end up stealing much of your time.
But yes, but then you think about it, when you come back, you could still communicate it. We have come to the end of our program today. We have come to the end of our program for today. It was a very interesting one. We just wanted to let our listeners know that there will be no program next week. Next week, Tuesday. Tuesday will be a holiday here in Grenada. We look forward to you joining us the following Tuesday as we.
Which going to be the 19th, I think, of August.
August, yeah.
Yeah.
We thank you for joining us. Do enjoy the rest of
Before
your week.
yeah, while I'm about to depart from my lovely listeners and viewers of this Take Five, or say hats off, take my heart off to you all, you know.
Thank you for commenting. Thank you for your contributions, your calls.
Our sponsors.
Yes.
We are grateful.
Thank you for joining us. Yes.
Contribution towards this programming in terms of enlightening people, helping to make a difference in their life. My advice as we approach the heightened part of the carnival season. We know the next 2 days of the Monday and Tuesday to come will be designated for jump up, and we urge the general public to try and play it safe out there. Really try and play it safe. We condemn any forms of violence, you know, so I don't want to hear nothing about no stabbing, no shooting. You know, at the end of the day, we all are one and we should be looking out for each other's interests. Right? So I really hope that whoever possesses the gun will see things quite different and not to go down that road and try to ensure the safety of not just we here, but we will have our returning nationals as well as visitors from other countries, and we want to, ensure we operate in a very safe environment. So I urge the public at large, to play it safe. Ladies, if you're going out there, if you have to go out in the dark, you should go out in groups, not do it all by yourself. Ensure that you secure your homes. Around this kind of time again is when we've been having a lot of fires, right? And some of them are wondering if people are planning to burn down the place for how regularly we have house fires. And we have to try to be more careful. We're not perfect, first and foremost. I understand that. But around this kind of time is when you find you'll be busy and running off to shows and you want to iron on the last minute and you find that you did not unplug the iron and next thing you know the iron chin up and then a piece of cotton comes in contact with it and
True.
so we have to try and be careful with security in our homes as well, not just security in the environment, security to your homes. All right?
Yeah.
That's just my advice.
Thank you. Have a good week and happy Carnival.